Hi everyone, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about how I cannot work with a skimmer, or most likely a skimmer cannot work with me. Since I'm a teller, I can only write things one way, and every time I write it's going to come out the same way in Tellercraft. So even if a skimmer skims things, it's still going to be Tellercraft, and there's no way around it. Come on, I want to see some self-growth. I'm not good at self-growth. I want to see some great plots. I'm not good at great plots. Oh, great, you're a teller. You know, you're pissing me off. Come on, do it. If I don't have the skill for it, getting irked and angered at me and strong-arming me is not going to work. Why am I working with you for? I told you when we first met that I was a teller, and that I can only tell you what's going on. That I can only write the happening, the showing. You know. That I can't show it. Alright? And I'm not good at self-growth or a great plot. What you see is what you get. And you getting irked and angered at me will not make me become a shower if I am not. And it either goes one or two ways. Either this is when your skimmer gives up on you and asks to be let go, so they get to work with someone who's a shower, or they choose to be done with you. And most book furlayers choose the other way. They choose to be done with the teller, because they don't know how to deal with a teller. And you see, tellers no need how much hard that they work getting their books furlayed, if that's their goal or not, is a fight. You know, because at the end of the day, the whole book business is mostly it usually is more for the showing, and think that telling is weak, lazy, bad, whatever they believe it is. And even if you do get a follower, it's going to be the same thing. I don't think I can sell your work. Well, I know, because my work is unsellable. I get that. No one likes telling craft. I get that. A lot of folks don't like it. You're putting me in a bad bind here, Jordan. How can I sell this book if it's Tellercraft? You just sell it by what kind of tell it is. And if someone buys it, great. If they like it, wonderful. If they don't, they don't. At least my book gets sold. Alright. But you're going to put me in a bind if the book furlayer doesn't sell it, doesn't take it on. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, it's like, oh, it is what it is. Your follower, if you have one or not, which if they're trustworthy or not, they're going to be put in a bind. They're like, oh, well, this writer's a teller. You know, they can only write something one way. And no matter how many times you ask them to write something over again, you're most likely going to get the same thing. And even if you have a skimmer who skims it, well, the work's still going to be Tellercraft. No need how much skimming you do with it. And most of the time, most book furlayers say, oh, sorry, can't help you, and it ends there. Or if you're lucky, and all of that works for you, which if you're a teller, that's rare, then you get your work scathed by someone that goes like this. Why aren't you showing? You're lazy. You're a bad writer. I'm not lazy. I'm not a bad writer at all. I'm a teller. And a teller can only tell you what's going on. And if you lack the insight to see it play out in your mind, like a play or a film or a show, well, that is your weakness, not mine. if you want showercraft, you're just going to have to go to another book that has that then. So, that's how I think it goes. But folks say, how do you know? I don't know, but I just make guesses, off of the whole show do not tell bullshit, and how tellers are handled, and how scroll writers and playwrights and screenwriters and wrestling bookers are mostly shamed and very rarely ever get any on look. I'll see you all later.